Another day, another story. President's Day. Honoring America's leaders. President's Day, celebrated on the third Monday of February, honors the legacy of U.S. presidents, particularly George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. Originally established in 1885 to commemorate Washington's birthday, February 22, the holiday evolved into President's Day following the Uniform Monday Holiday Act in 1971, creating a long weekend for workers. While the federal holiday still officially recognizes Washington's birthday, many states and people honor all presidents, past and present. Parades, educational events, and sales promotions mark the day. Notably, the holiday reflects on presidential achievements, leadership during crises, and contributions to the nation's progress. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel. President's Day, a tribute to America's Commanders-in-Chief. President's Day, observed on the third Monday of February, is more than just a federal holiday. It's a reflection of American history and leadership. Although officially known as Washington's birthday by the federal government, the day has come to honor all U.S. presidents, with particular emphasis on George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. The origins of President's Day. The holiday traces back to 1885, when it was established to honor George Washington, the nation's first president. His leadership during the American Revolution and his role in shaping the presidency left a lasting legacy. Initially celebrated on his actual birthday, February 22, the Uniform Monday Holiday Act of 1971 moved the holiday to the third Monday of February. From Washington to all presidents. Though the federal holiday retained Washington's name, by the mid-1980s, many states adopted the broader President's Day title. This shift recognized Abraham Lincoln, whose birthday falls on February 12, and other notable presidents who shaped the nation's destiny. How Americans celebrate parades and reenactments. Communities host parades featuring historical reenactors portraying presidents and military units honoring America's past. Retail sales. President's Day is also known for major shopping discounts, making it one of the biggest retail days of the year. Educational programs. Schools and museums offer lessons and exhibits about presidential history and leadership. President's Day and civic reflection. Beyond the sales and festivities, President's Day reminds Americans of their nation's journey through triumphs and trials. From Washington's steadfast leadership to Lincoln's resolve during the Civil War, and FDR's guidance through the Great Depression, the day honors those who have held the nation's highest office. President's Day, a celebration of American leadership and legacy. President's Day, observed annually on the third Monday of February, is a time to honor the lives and achievements of America's presidents. Although it began as a commemoration of George Washington's birthday, it has evolved into a broader celebration of presidential contributions throughout U.S. history. The journey from Washington's birthday to President's Day. The roots of President's Day stretch back to 1800, following George Washington's death. His birthday, February 22, became a day of remembrance. In 1885, it was declared a federal holiday, making Washington the first American citizen to receive such an honor. The transformation into President's Day occurred in 1971 with the Uniform Monday Holiday Act, which aimed to provide workers with more three-day weekends. By moving the holiday to the third Monday in February, the day came to honor not only Washington but also Abraham Lincoln, whose birthday is on February 12. Over time, it grew into a celebration of all U.S. presidents, past and present. President's Day traditions across America. President's Day is marked by diverse celebrations that blend history, patriotism, and community engagement. Presidential sites and museums. Historic locations such as Mount Vernon, Washington's home, and the Lincoln Memorial hold special events and reenactments. Parades. Cities like Alexandria, Virginia, Washington's hometown, host parades with marching bands, military displays, and floats. Retail sales. Known for significant discounts, retailers hold some of the year's biggest sales events. Educational activities. Schools and museums conduct special lessons, presentations, and exhibitions highlighting presidential achievements and milestones. Remembering iconic presidents on this day. George Washington, 1789 to 1797, the father of his country, set the standard for presidential leadership, stepping down voluntarily after 2 terms. Abraham Lincoln, 1861 to 1865, led the nation through the Civil War and issued the Emancipation Proclamation, abolishing slavery. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1933 to 1945, guided the country through the Great Depression and World War II with his New Deal programs. Theodore Roosevelt, 1901 to 1909, a champion of conservation and progressivism, he expanded the national park system. Speech balloon famous presidential quotes to inspire you. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. Thomas Jefferson, the best way to predict your future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln, speak softly and carry a big stick, you will go far. Theodore Roosevelt, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. John F. Kennedy, United States. The spirit of President's Day today. President's Day is not just a celebration of individuals but a recognition of the American ideals they upheld: freedom, democracy, and service. It invites reflection on the past and challenges us to contribute to the nation's future. President's Day, a tapestry of American leadership through the ages. President's Day, celebrated on the 3rd Monday of February, is more than a day off. It's a reflection on the leaders who shaped the United States, from the nation's founding to the modern era. What began as a tribute to George Washington, the nation's first president, has become a day to honor all who have held the highest office in the land. The origins and evolution of President's Day. The first nationwide celebration of Washington's birthday occurred in 1885, marking the first federal holiday dedicated to an individual. However, in 1971, the Uniform Monday Holiday Act shifted the date to create more 3-day weekends for workers. The meaning behind the holiday President's Day bridges history and the present, reminding Americans of the ideals of leadership, democracy, and public service. It's a time to reflect on how presidential decisions, from Abraham Lincoln's leadership during the Civil War to Franklin D. Roosevelt's policies during the Great Depression, shaped the nation's destiny. The modern meaning of President's Day. Today, President's Day encourages reflection on how leadership shapes society. It's a reminder that the office of the presidency belongs to the people, and that each American has a role in upholding democracy. How President's Day is celebrated. Historical reenactments. Events at Mount Vernon and Abraham Lincoln's birthplace bring history to life. Educational programs. Schools host lessons on U.S. history and presidential leadership. Sales and shopping events. Retailers offer significant discounts, making it a major shopping day. Parades and community events. Cities across the nation host parades celebrating American heritage. Little-known facts about President's Day. President's Day never falls on an actual president's birthday. Washington was born on February 22, and Lincoln on February 12. The shortest-serving president was William Henry Harrison, who died just 32 days into his term. Grover Cleveland served 2 non-consecutive terms, making him both the 22nd and 24th president. 4 presidents were assassinated while in office: Lincoln, Garfield, McKinley, and Kennedy. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.